Hello, and welcome back to Dice Dropping's Song of Ice and Fire role-playing game. Chronicles of House Weirlight. We're in some trouble.
Indeed.
So let's see if there are ways out of it. Everyone at the tavern, Cord and Kale do show up, ready to be of service.
Cool.
Anyone there need them?
I was gonna go to the green.
Absolutely.
For the kind of equestrian area. It's like after yesterday, I didn't really get to look at anything there. Mostly probably just signing up. So she kind of wants to go and check stuff out. It might not be as long as she likes, just because of how long it took Cord and people to arrive. And who knows how long it's gonna fucking take her to get ready for this banquet thing. But she knows if she is not dressed and like prepared appropriately, there will be hell to pay. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I imagine. Okay, I imagine Tedric just sitting around telling jokes, drinking, being merry.
Sure, no problem.
Chit-chatting with whoever.
Nothing's wrong. Tedric is okay, and his family's doing great.
Yep. So, yeah. You head to the green. You go to the large kind of put-up stables. There are some guards about it.
Okay.
And you walk up with Cord. You want to look at the horses?
I'd like to look at the horses. I definitely want to check on Nehema in the process.
Yeah, you notice Nehema. He seems agitated.
Yeah.
And you, as you're kind of tending to him, seeing some of the stables of like, what's this? What like, what have you been? What straw have you been feeding him? Blah blah blah.
General care and feeding.
Yeah. So they tell you everything they were supposed to do. They say Rumir, it kind of agitates a lot of the other horses. And they kind of point to a horse that's like right next to Nehema, who is sheet white with these kind of gray speckled dots throughout them. It's a mare.
Okay.
Like they tell you it's a mare, but like it's kind of a big mare. It has incredibly like a shaggy mane. Like it seems really thick and coarse. And they're like a head taller than a lot of horses here. And it's got like kind of like this gray kind of mouth.
Okay.
And it just seems like an upset horse.
Right.
And they say like Rumir's kind of been making a lot of the other horses angry. We've tried to move them, but it doesn't work super well, so they apologize. But so far, no one's been that agitated.
Whose horse is it?
And they kind of like turn. It goes, I think that belongs to the Frostmoors.
I knew it.
Okay. Oh god, this is probably the wrong thing to fucking do. So this looks like an agitated horse, or like
Kind of like an aggro horse.
An
like
aggro horse. Okay.
Aggro horse.
It seems defensive. Almost.
Awesome.
100% aggro.
Oh man, screw it. We'll do this. I kind of want to slightly approach the stall.
Yeah.
I probably have some like treats for Nehema and things like that I would have brought. And like, I'm gonna kind of slow. I'm not like gonna rush up the stall. I'm treating this like Endeavor. Very slow. Careful.
Yeah,
That
make an animal handling test.
Okay. Pull the sheet. Ugh, only 3 in animal handling.
As you begin to get close, it seems upset. It like and begins to like
Okay.
buck against the thing. It seems to while normally you have been able to approach lots of different horses, this one seems
Okay.
a bit more difficult
That's
to
cool. Is
kind of
there
get
like
near.
a post or something kind of near where it is? Like
Yeah.
between us, like where I wouldn't need to get
Sure.
super closer to it.
Yeah.
I'd probably put like a treat on it, and I would like proceed to like take a step back.
Sure. Yeah, it doesn't seem to even really.
That's
It's
fine.
just,
It's
like,
like I'm just gonna
bucking
leave it
against
there.
stuff.
Proceed to like
Yeah.
kind of move over and deal with Nehema, and like if I see out of the corner of my eye whether or not it like even deals with the treat or not. It's like I'm just
No,
gonna leave
it
there.
seems to not even really have paid it.
That's fine.
Just
Okay.
like kind of just try to pay attention to you, and it just seems like kind of occasionally like hits the sides of its stall, and the stable people are like trying to comment since it seems like it's a very kind of willful steed.
Okay.
Other than that, Nehema's doing okay.
Awesome.
He's out there.
Yeah, I'll probably if is there like a general like ride area that like I could maybe like go out and like kind of give him a couple
there's
laps.
a ring, yeah.
Yeah, so I totally want to do that.
Sure, yeah. You can. Why don't you make me a ride?
Don't have ride, but we'll do another animal handling. Yeah, no. She does not ride poorly here.
Okay.
We're destiny dicing this.
All right, you're gonna destiny dice the casual ride.
Well, no, because
I like it.
She
I like
doesn't know who the fuck is here watching
Do it.
her.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. Go for it.
It's probably gonna be shit, but better.
Hey,
Better.
Well,
We've been doing good using our destiny today, okay?
Well, she doesn't know who the fuck is watching, so it's like.
Yeah, you notice there's a lot less people hanging out of the group. There's no social gathering.
Yeah, I figured there's less social
nights.
gathering here, but it's like still it's a horse in a pen. It's possible competition. I don't know who's watching.
Yeah, you begin to like trot the horse around and do some stuff, and you're like, yeah, all right, you're feeling it. Nehema's doing okay. You notice some people kind of staring at you. Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, so it's like I'll probably be focused on Nehema and just like basically trying to get whatever pent up energy that like being near this Frostmourne horse might have like created to kind of like help do a release valve kind of a thing.
Sure. Yeah, you kind of finish up your the horse, kind of get the exit. Seems Nehema has calmed down, and you manage to move them back in, and they seem okay with it. Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Return Nehema. It's like normally she would do some sort of a brush down, but here it's people would probably look at her very strangely if she did that with her horse. But yeah, it's like kind of help settle him. I'm assuming the treat's still on the post for this white mare, which is fine.
Looks like the horse next to it grabbed it.
Yeah, I assumed. Yeah, I'd probably want to kind of like just kind of do a stroll around the equestrian area to kind of like just generally look at what other horses are here, just how many there generally are.
There's a good amount. There's a lot of several sand steeds are here, like Nehema, and varying color. There's one that's bright red. And it has like a cut mohawk almost in its mane. It looks a bit willful and looking around, but its coat is a magnificent. This is a well taken care of horse.
Can I see if it's a mare stallion at all? It's like without like being like super invasive with like going to the stall because it's not my horse.
I mean all the stable boys like know what all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find out it's a stallion.
Okay. And like, do they provide any other information like who it might belong to?
If you ask them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, that's red hair. That belongs to hold on. That belongs to Scarlet Primaris.
Wait, who Primaris?
Scarlet.
Okay. What I know that
I thought you said
who
Harlot.
that is.
No, Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Yep.
Yeah. No. I got the name. No.
Well,
Is that Layden's sister or like that's what I meant by who that is. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Layden's younger sister.
Okay. Do I know roughly like how old she is or anything? Or not so much?
Yeah, she's 18.
Okay. So older than me, younger than him. Got it.
Yes.
Sorry, just making a note. Yeah, I think I would probably, if anything, like
They also say the 4 horses next to Red Hair are also Scarlets.
oh Christ, she came to play.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's 2 mares. One mare is called Sugar. The other mare is called Honey, and the one Sugar is looks like a reach horse. Honey is a broad back, kind of more the kind of chargers they use in the Mountains of the Moon.
okay.
And the 4th horse is a very odd looking horse. It's a painted. It's got like splotches of white and brown all over it.
So kind of like my father's horse. Okay.
Yeah, but like its pattern and hairstyle is much.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
And they tell you that is a grassy strider.
Is that a Dothraki? Oh, God.
That is the sort of horses the Dothraki sure to use as their mounts. Yeah.
What?
It's the horses native to the grass sea.
Wait, what was the name of this one?
You don't I don't think I've said it.
No, I heard Honey, Sugar, Redmane, and that's it.
Yeah. It is. Oh my gosh! Hold on. Sorry.
Okay, so Honey was Sand Steed, Sugar was like Mountain of the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And the red hair one was what kind of a horse?
It was a sand steed.
Okay, Sand Steed also.
Yeah, just like yours. Very similar quality to Nehema.
Okay, so she's got 2 Sand Steeds, a Mountain of the Moon horse, and this Dothraki style horse.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna. It's not a Dothraki horse.
No,
right?
no. Like similar
but it is
breed.
a horse native to the grass sea.
Yeah. It wouldn't be uncommon if one of them might have this breed. It's not a Dothraki breed. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I'm not implying that she bought this from a Dothraki.
No, I get your wavelength. I was
Got
just
you.
Yeah. It's just how I'm writing my note.
Yeah. So that one is Boy Beauty.
Boy Beauty. Okay.
Boy Beauty.
Very nice.
Yep. Red hair, Sugar, Honey, and Boy Beauty.
Yeah, I am very impressed by the horse flesh, very unimpressed by the names. Yeah, it's like she's got all the itchy hands. I feel like this is a case of like this is one of the few cases of like father's daughter. It's like, ooh, man. It's like no, don't not my horse. Don't go there. She's really intrigued because I don't think she's ever been able to see like the grasslands kind of like breed up close. So it's like,
Yeah, it's got a weirder snout, like it's curved almost.
yeah.
There's definitely differences, you noted.
Yeah, so it's like she's super intrigued, and
She's got a big butt too.
She'll probably ask like if the stable boy knows like more of the characteristics of the breed, because it's like I'm not familiar with it.
The kids, they don't. They're like,
yeah, that's fine.
I don't really. I think one of the stable boys that goes, "There's different kinds of horses." They're like, I know what to feed that one, and I know what to, and then I wash that one, and I know how to do that one. Didn't know there was different kinds of horses. I thought that was more. That's kind of just a thing I heard. Yeah, they know how to take care of horses, but
that's
they seem
fine.
to information about them.
Yeah. So I'll probably wrap this up, and I'll probably make my way through the kind of tent area, and I'll make sure that I kind of pass where like the training field is.
Sure. There are some people in there you don't really recognize.
Not
Seem
worth
to be,
status
like,
breeding
practicing.
testing, or like there's
I mean,
no way I would know them.
not. Yeah, there's
That's
just
fine.
there are random nobles because there are hundreds of noble houses.
Exactly.
There are some random nobles fighting that have no interest to you, and you do not know, and are not necessarily relevant to your situation. I could go probably through like
No, you're fine. Don't worry.
House
about it.
Orlick, and that man is House Cocksure, and
You're good. So I don't remotely see any familiar faces training.
no,
Okay.
not that you see.
Yeah, I think if I didn't see anybody remotely by our tent or like kind of passing through the tents on the way here, I think that's
Mhm.
most of what she would have done on the green. It's like she probably it's like she did tell Ashella that she would be here, so it's like she wanted to make a point of like showing she was here,
Sure.
just in case.
Yeah, you don't see any women here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Besides,
I imagine she's like
some
slightly
camp
sore
followers.
thumbish with being a woman here at this time of day.
Yeah, you're getting lots of looks.
Yeah.
Not like, that's a strange girl, but more like, oh my god, Glad's a girl. You're getting lots of like, you're turning heads. People are like, you sense that you are but mere some gallant knight trying to aid you in whatever you're doing. Or at least several.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh, I was kind of hoping to maybe run into a couple people. That's cool. It's before the banquet. They're probably busy doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds away. Glory of the ladies.
Yeah, no.
An echoing of Millie.
Yeah, I think probably ask if there's anything Cord needs to do at the tent before us returning towards the inn and having to go through the rigmarole of getting ready.
Yeah, no, he doesn't really he doesn't really have anything extra to do.
I do think in the kind of wandering, I ask if Cord possibly plans on signing up for any of the events.
He says, I'm not allowed to, miss. I'm supposed to be guarding you.
Sorry.
He shrugs. He's like, I'm not a knight. It's quite all right. It's not really my place.
Well, possibly we'll have one at home. And then you can proceed to show just what Weirlight men can do.
He smiles. I like that, my lady. So as you begin to leave the stable area, you do see some people sort of coming towards you. Not like towards you, but just walking in the direction that you are coming from. One is a woman. She is tall. She has a long, sorry, not a woman. Wow, I am the most lost. In my notes, I am so sorry.
Deep breath in, out.
Good. Good. We're putting you through a lot.
I have flummoxed with horses. I'm sorry.
Not a horse info.
Oh.
It's like people when they decide, yeah, I know boats, and then they don't know boats.
and then they don't know boats.
I don't know boats.
Yes. Okay. You do see a man towards the horse area. He's tall, has a very serious face. He's bald on the top of his head, white round. His beard still has some black in it, and he has a kind of like this dark blue shirt with these kind of leather strappings on. He's walking very severely. He's walking with two other men. One kind of thin, younger looking, kind of cut hair, a small mustache. The other man with them is a man. He dirty, dark yellowish robes, and he's got like what is essentially like a medieval board.
Okay.
And behind them, walking taller than all of them, you see a Kingsguard. One that is just very obviously, super obvious. Oh, look, a Kingsguard. He's got white and gold armor with the king symbol on it, and a flowing white cloak, a large sword at his side. He has tossed, thick, yellow hair, and sort of like these fading green eyes. And they sort of pass you, and it sounds like these men are talking things, just like, is everything ready for the thing? But as you pass, suddenly you realize the Kingsguard looks to you, and he turns and sees you, and he goes, Mari! And it's your uncle, Michael.
Uncle!
And he walks up to you and gives you a hug.
I accept it with like an awkward kind of like, oh, okay, hi, we do this right now. And I like kind of like then fully like hug him. Because it's been a while since she's had physical affection.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah, he gives you a big hug, and he goes, so close like to being a woman. I mean, how old are you now, Mari? It's been a while.
Approaching my 16th name day.
So close, a woman grown. Like I hardly believe it. God, you look so much like your mother. But also,
But with father's coloring, yes.
He kind of does this. He goes, maybe.
I would like to say that I have taken the best of both.
Well, I'm glad you took something. But yes, you look radiant. Oh, of course, the tournament. You're all.
Yes, we're attending.
I vaguely remember my sister writing me something.
Yes, we're all here. Well, most of us. We left Garrick, Tisea, and Belena at home.
Oh, I see. I still haven't gotten to meet Velena.
Not many have.
We'll have
she
time.
is very new.
Exactly, we'll have time. So is everyone else here? How's Henrik?
Henrik is Henrik.
He's not competing, is he?
I believe he had designs on the joust.
He kind of like, I see. Well, if they think he's ready. But what are you doing out here? And he kind of looks.
I gesture towards where I actually brought Nehema with me.
And that's your
horse.
Your horse. Yes, your horse, of course. That's right. Tedric and his love, they like. Yes, sorry. I just always forget that thing because my sister hates horses. Well, my father hates horses. But I was scared. I didn't think I'd see you for a while. At least not until the welcome. And then you kind of quickly realized.
Yeah, I probably like look towards the people he was maybe escorting, and I'm like, I'm sorry, did I? And it's like kind of like look back and forth.
And you hear like a sigh, and the man who was in the center, quite all like right. So out of all, who is this? That goes, oh, Lord Aaron, this is my niece, like Mariella Weirlight.
I proceed to like do like
and you
full,
quickly now realize
like,
there is a
curtsy, like.
Yeah, you quickly realize there is a man, and he's got a golden pin with a fist with a coming out.
Yeah, proceed to do like full curtsy, and it's like, my lord.
He goes, my lady, Weirlight. The name sounds familiar. Oh yes, I remember they were at the Backford.
Yes.
We went a whole thing without saying it, guys, but it's back.
Sorry, the Battle of Ashford. It's the first time we lost. That's the only time we lost was. If your father is a good warrior, he goes, your sister they married a Reachman. I didn't believe your parents would allow that. Kind of looks and goes, she convinced them. I see. Well, obviously it was for the good. Lovely make your presence. I'm John Aaron, Hand of the King.
I proceed to kind of, it's wonderful to meet you, my lord. I am Mariella. I'm the eldest of my parents' children.
I go, it goes, a man, the kind of short-haired man who kind of walks in. We're not quite the youngest. There is her twin brother. I think Henrik is his name.
I said the eldest. It's like.
Yeah. But he just said, I'm not quite the eldest. He goes, twins. I'm sure your parents were thrilled. You know of them, Baelish? He goes, I've heard their names in passings. I see. Oh, how rude. Of course, Master. This is Master of the Coin, Lord Peter Baelish. He goes, charmed, my lady, and he bows.
Proceed to do the curtsy.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Michael seems very casual about all this.
Yeah.
He goes,
and there was a third gentleman.
Yes, but he he just goes, the proceedings. He goes, yes, Tran, I know.
I'm sorry to have kept you.
Not at all your fault, my lady. Not at all your fault. If you're done saying hello to you, I do have things going. Or would you rather me stabbed in the middle of this kingdom? He just goes, well, I'm not so sure if any man could get close enough to you, sir. You scowl too often. And he just it goes, is that insubordination I hear? I actually believe it's called wit, sir. And he just goes, he just stares at him and go, shakes his head. I hope you can straighten him out at least a bit when you're older, or if you or when you have a husband. But whoever you get, I hope you control him more than any other one can. All right. By your leave, Sir Knight. He goes, of course, my lord. And he gives you a quick kiss on the cheek, and he goes, I think I'll see you, Lady see you later.
I probably
Word.
tell him like when he
See you
says that,
later,
it's
Mari.
like we're staying at the Green Tree Inn if you'd like to see my mother.
He nods and he goes, "Thank you so much for telling me." And I think they kind of go off again, begin to speak to one another.
Very very strange. It's like
Mhm.
okay. So it looked like they were going off to maybe like some master of ceremony thing, or
You're not sure. They seem to just be talking about the event.
very confused, but I know it's not my place and I'd get lots of looks if I asked. Yeah, no. We'll hold on to that. Yeah, we'll turn and how long have I been roughly at the Green now?
Probably like an hour.
Okay. So no chance of me running into Clarissa here. Got it.
No.
Yeah, she's staked out. Yeah, no, I think I'd probably head back towards the inn, and then I'd
Sure.
probably go seek out my mother.
Sounds good. All right. I'm gonna cut away. Nymora,
Hi.
you're hunting down some dude named Fett.
Some child
Yeah.
named Fez.
Yes.
Some foreign-looking child named Fez who works down on the waterfront and runs errands for merchants. And there's probably about 5 dozen of that exact child
Yep.
in Kingsland.
More than that, but yes.
I would
Yeah,
probably
you
say if you
summed it
needed
up
money,
well.
I would probably have spotted you. You haven't said anything about
I
finances.
don't. They haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, to
No, she
Nomura.
hasn't said anything about any
Yep.
finances. No.
So then no.
So, I am going to, instead of Henrik is going to be someone who's going to like stand out a lot more than
Mhm.
one single foreign-looking ragamuffin down by the waterfront. So
Sure.
I am going to try and find Henrik.
So you're asking for people for Henrik's description.
So yes,
Okay. Yeah. So that would be a persuasion check. Have you seen a fair skin no wearing, like this colored cape, a half cape and whatnot?
Very hacky.
yeah. Can the guards be my backup by being like generally intimidating?
So
Well, are you trying to intimidate people? Because are you like grabbing people and putting it goes, where the fuck is the
where?
random citizen?
I don't. No, not at
Go
first.
Batman
No,
on 'em?
definitely not at first. But we'll see how far we get with this because she's
Mhm.
already on edge. So persuasion. 9.
9. Yeah. So, yeah, you hear from a couple people. Fish market was like, oh yeah, I've seen that kid. He went through the mud gate. And you kind of follow through there, and you talk to someone like you see a kid look like that. He goes, oh yeah, he's down near and which is you see is the name of like a sloop, like a merchant sloop.
Mm-hmm.
And basically other people down there like, I vaguely remember that kid down here a few hours ago. I think kind of looking around.
He touched my ice.
He touched my ice. Yeah. He like ran off in that direction.
I go
Nymora,
that direction.
Nymora, what is your passive?
My awareness is a 2, so
your passive awareness is 8. Good to know.
It's a good thing John is with her.
Yeah, the guards are
We know from last time John had to work an
They're-
awareness roll.
Well, just
Yeah.
both John and Micah.
Yep, John and Micah,
Okay.
they have higher awareness than that.
That's good.
But they wouldn't realize what they're. The thing I'm wondering if Nymora sees has no
Mhm.
relevance to John or Micah.
Okay.
So they're just like,
So yeah, if it's that direction that someone says that Henrik ran, I'm going that direction.
cool. No, like if you want to talk to someone else to try and find street, and you're still not really sure where to go.
Yeah,
If you want to talk again, I'm gonna need another check.
I'll try to narrow it down a little bit further.
Sure.
13.
13. Yeah, you find a one-eyed in an alley who like just has a very long shirt on and a 5 o'clock
yeah.
shadow and some smeared lipstick on his mouth.
All right, sure.
That he basically went, "Oh yeah, I saw that kid. He was just like standing in this alley while I was I was gonna proposition him, but he
All right.
Weird.
You can point me in the direction that he went.
he just ran that way, and he just like points down the road, like his ass was on fire.
Thank you. Nice shade lipstick.
He goes, appreciate it.
Go that direction. I'm just gonna keep doing this fucking fetch quest until I find this kid.
Sure.
Can I track him at all? Or
Well,
is this not? This isn't like a thing that's tracked.
so there are ways to do it, but like this is the streets are mud, but they're highly traveled mud.
Yeah.
With horses, it would be very difficult. You can try, but the target number would be 20. Sorry,
Yeah,
hold on.
I wouldn't.
Hold on. 21.
I wouldn't be able to beat it.
Okay.
So, so I'll just I'm just gonna keep looking.
Keep on looking.
Basically.
All right, why don't you make me a note?
Sorry, what was that?
Another persuasion test.
9.
Unfortunately, now you're just running into people who people are kind of like, no, don't know, no. You keep trying to like go back to a point where, but it seems like you're not making headway at the moment.
Okay. Can I find someone who just looks like an absolute degenerate? Like, can I find the person who is wearing a trench coat?
Awareness test.
Can I just find the person wearing the trench coat selling watches? Yeah.
Perhaps make an awareness test.
6.
You do see a person with a long coat. What they are selling is not watches.
You cut out for that entire part there.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you do find a person wearing a long coat. And as you approach them, they open their coat and like, do you want any? But what they are selling is not like a watch; it is their penis.
I see. All right.
But he definitely looks like a fucking degenerate.
All right. So I'm just going. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm just going to grab him and just like.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking for someone who can tell me where I can find a lost nobleman. You point me in the direction of someone who knows what happens when noblemen go missing, and I will make sure that you walk off of this street with your nose unbroken.
Jesus. Yeah, make an intimidate roll.
I think that's just persuasion for me again.
I think so for you, yeah. 8. This guy kind of looks you up and down
Mm.
And he goes, "Honey, a man paid me. They paid me to break my nose last week. I don't care. Honestly, if you open my guts right now, it might be not. I want to know how it feels like. I don't know where your nobleman is. I don't know about any person who's been on the street who I could even remotely call noble. All right? Like, however, you are drawing a lot of, and I would suggest you calm down. Folk I think in this way don't like outsiders. Not a threat, just a warning. If you want to break my nose, it's 5 copper." Their eyes look dead. Like this person is barely alive.
Yeah. How much money would you say that I have left on me? Any?
I would give you a few.
Okay. All right. Do you happen to know where people go missing the most around here? Give you all the money I have.
And he goes, "All right, this time this would be a bargain.
It's still just persuasion.
Still just persuasion for you. Understood.
12.
Nice.
Yeah. He'll take it." And he goes, "A lot of people go missing a lot of places. Flea Bottom's the most common. Round here, yeah, people disappear. People get snatched.
Where?
I don't know. Check the rows."
Thank you. Hope things get better for you.
And they just like walk off.
Yeah. All right. Go in that direction.
Okay.
Keep...
Yes, the rows are all the building, a road or a by road or super hard to get to them because this city built out very quickly and a lot of people weren't paying attention when things were built. As things go sometimes when you're like in those old places in Italy and like Europe where you're just turning a corner and you're like, how does any of this design make sense? And it doesn't. Yeah, so you begin to look around. I need you to make me another awareness test.
I'm not gonna be able to beat this. My awareness is garbage.
Unfortunately,
Same as this last time.
Fortunately, the target number was 9. All right. Henrik.
Yes. Am I alive?
You are alive, yeah.
Oh, thank 7.
May you
Whoever's
may
out
not
there.
want to
Thank the
be
void.
seen.
Thank the void.
Take the point. Henrik,
Start a new religion.
Mm-hmm. Henrik, you slowly come to, and you feel a pain in your head, in your arms, and in your legs as well, but very much in your shoulders. You wake up and can blink. But it's dark. It's very, very dark where you are. You see a little bit of light. You're not really sure how. You're still sort of coming together. But you start to realize some things. One, your boots are gone as you feel the cold kind of like dirt floor of this place. You only feel it with the tips of your feet though, as you are seemingly tied or chained with your arms well above your, like hanging from your arms a bit. And it is
Suspended almost?
Yeah, you are suspended. The tips of your feet do touch the ground, so you're able to yourself a little bit, but your arms are killing you. It is the most sore you've ever been, besides like maybe like after battle. You are very cold. Actually, sorry, no, you're not cold. You're hot. You're very warm. You do not have a shirt on. You are naked from the waist up. You do feel you have your,
Okay.
but that's about
Got
it.
pants.
You've got
I
pants.
see I'm a pants. Something.
Yeah. And as you come to, you realize the light behind looks like and a bit of light are coming through like the slits in the wall near you. You hear voices from the other side of the door, and as you kind of focus and really come together, you hear them actually quite clearly. It seems like whatever walls of this place, they are not thick or well sealed, as there are many like separation between boards in like the wall ahead of you. And you hear like a man talking, and he's kind of just going like stop waving it about. And you hear like he goes, now plug, I know, mate, I know it's pretty and beautiful, but you know, and I know you were the one who got the slash, but you know, I am the one who can talk. And you just kind of hear, yes, I know. I know it's not your fault the horse kicked you in the mouth, but I'm still the one who could. I think maybe I should have the sword. I mean, makes me look a little bit dapper, doesn't it? And then you just hear more like, like, all right, mate, it's fine, it's all fine here. And you just hear them seemingly going through shit.
Okay.
That's what you definitely hear.
Am I tied with rope?
Seemingly, yeah.
It's dark. Is there anything around me, like on the floor and like that I could possibly reach?
Nothing that you can really see, and you can't see much in here.
Okay.
There's shapes, but you're not sure what they are.
I know I'm suspended and my hands are like wrists are tied together. If my fingers are unbound, could I like feel around to see if like what I'm suspended on is like a hook or like bolted to something?
It's a rope that definitely goes, like it might be a bit above you.
It's attached to something. Jesus, I'm so tired. Okay. I think I'm still maybe strong enough. Could I just gotta go poorly, I can tell. Could I like try to like lift myself up almost and like sort of like try to find like where, yeah.
Trying to pull yourself up? Yeah, absolutely. That's gonna be an athletics test. I believe that's the one, yeah. A strength if you have it.
I do not,
or,
just athletics.
Or climbing.
Don't have that either. Just athletics. Right. Here we go.
Yeah, you begin to like kind of hoist yourself up. It takes a bit, but you get your feet planted up against like the beam. You kind of have a beam at your back, and you begin to like use that to pull yourself up, and you definitely feel it's hooked very securely onto something. And it's still dark and it's hard to see, but you begin to like slowly like climb. Suddenly from the room, you suddenly hear, shh, shh, shut the fuck up. Do you hear that? What do you do?
Am I up on anything, like on a beam or something, or am I just like mid-pull?
I mean, your feet are like planted on the side of a beam and still like trying to hold yourself up.
Try to be just as quiet as possible, and gosh, don't have much to grab onto. Tight, right? Like, there's no way I can like try to break out of them or like to untie it or anything.
You could try to break out of them.
Just Hulk out, yeah. Woo. I'm gonna just try to go quiet, like
Okay.
just stay where I am and just try to like make as little noise as possible, like pretend like I'm
Please-
still knocked out.
Please make me a stealth test.
Okay. No.
Destiny.
I'm gonna use the.
You
I have
hear
two
you hear
more.
something being like moved, and the door begins to open.
Could I use? I still have 2 destiny points that I haven't spent yet. Could I
Sure.
spend 1 more for this?
You may.
I'd like to re-roll this, please.
Very well, go for it. 7. Unfortunately, it is not good enough.
Fuck.
The same thing. The door begins. You hear something, and it looks like they're coming in. What would you like to do?
Can I see if I'm like close to like? I know I'm like pressed up against this other beam. Is there like? Because the way I'm imagining it is like there's the ceiling. I'm attached to this beam, and like they have me attached to like a ceiling beam almost. Is this
Yeah.
right? And I'm trying to get up to that ceiling beam. But
Mhm.
if could I make another athletics roll, and if I do good enough, could I get on top?
You don't know. It's dark up there. It cannot see in the
Okay.
so you have no idea how.
And continuing and trying to get up to where I think there's some sort of ceiling
Okay.
or something. I would try that again.
Make an athletics test.
Okay. Either way, I was going to use athletics, so this is what I got.
Oh, look at this boy. Yeah, you pull yourself completely up, and yeah, you do feel there is like a rafter essentially, and you kind of get on top of it, and you feel the rope tied around this raft.
Okay.
You feel there are like at least 5 loops on it, and the door opens, and you see a tall man with a kind of middle short man with really long greasy like you can't even tell what color hair it is anymore, with pock scars all over his face, and he's also wearing your cape, and your like half cape.
Wearing my cape or okay.
He's wearing your half cape. He's wearing it wrong, but
I
he's
know
wearing it.
he was, yeah.
But he is wearing it.
Cape. Damn,
Um,
alright.
And he kind of walks in, and a very obese, like an obese, taller man comes in behind him, who has just like a mop of hair kind of coming down, also pock scar ridden, and he's like has like his thing kind of like cleft on the side, and his jaw is like at a strange angle. They are very not good looking men. And they look around, and yeah, so looks like the fatter one doesn't really he's like kind of looking strange, like he doesn't know where you went. However, the other one looks directly up, and as the light kind of comes in, it sort of lit up the room a lot more, and you can now see you're like in what looks like an abandoned, I don't know, some small person's home. There's like some random broken wicker everywhere, and just detritus essentially. And he kind of like
windows.
not in the room you're in.
Okay.
And kind of like looks up right at you and goes, "Oh, he's a climber, this one. Like, can't believe he still had the strength to do that." And the fat one kind of sees notice and like knocks the other one, and then like he goes, "Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's fit. I'll give him that. He's very fit." Well, he's awake. Like he's awake. And you hear another voice goes, "Well, where the fuck?" What do you mean he's a climber? He's up on the rafter. Is he free? Not that I can tell. We'll get him down and ask him what his fucking family name is. It goes,
Whoever you are, you took my things. Just let me go.
no, kids, no. No, I need to know where your family is so I can get you back to them right as rain. So who's your family?
I can take myself to where I'm staying. Let me go.
No, kid, no, we're ransoming you. That's how this works. Your family's gonna pay us money, and then we let you go. Otherwise, we're not
No.
letting you go. You're not gonna tell us your family name. You don't want to be
Just-
ransomed?
Not by people smart enough to leave me here by myself and get all the way up here. A few more moments, I could have been free.
You're right. We're very stupid. I mean, you've gotten.
Pretty much.
And your
You don't
plan
even
for
know.
getting out is. You want to try and what?
Oh, God. Oh.
You want to try and what?
No, I was joking. Oh god, nothing. Question. The lights come into the room now. Could I see? I know you said like it's just like a ramshackle place. Is there anything like on the ground that stands out to me as like something sharp, something I could use?
I mean, there's wicker,
Okay.
but that's about it.
I see this
Dust,
third
cobwebs.
person that they were talking
They're
to.
they're in the other room.
Okay.
He's like, listen, why don't
Doesn't
you come
matter.
on down? Listen, why don't you come on down? You tell us your family name. We undo the ties. We give you some food. You just got to wait a couple days, maybe a week. And then we get the money. You get to go back to being your lovely. And nobody's got to cut anything on you. It's real simple. We're professionals. We've done this a lot.
I'm sure. I'm sorry, my family doesn't care where I'm at, and I'm not very important. So
You know, it's really funny. Every single lord and lady we've taken says the same thing, and they're always wrong. You see, if a family, it's known that child's being ransomed, and they don't do anything, oh, that looks socially quite bad. So it doesn't matter what they care for you. If they don't love you, they love their own itch. And, you know, we know how to spread rumors. So, kid, why don't you come on down? Make this easy, eh? Otherwise, Plug is going to grab his sling and knock you down.
And now I'd like to try to see if I can like. Oh gosh. Can I like try to like slip out of these things? Like
Yeah.
if I could like work them enough?
Yeah, you can try and slip out, totally.
I want to try. I gotta get my hands free.
So, if you want to try and slip out, generally speaking, I
Agility?
believe that's. I think break binds is thievery. Hold on. So yeah, I'll let you. You can make a thief test, or you can make an agility test at a much higher TN.
At a higher what?
TN target number.
Okay. Like a thieves test. Oh god, that's pretty bad too. I know it'd be high also if I just try to just break it open with athletics. It's rope.
Yeah, it would be it would be high to try to just with athletic.
Okay. I don't want strengths particularly. Okay. Thieveries.
Thievery, yeah.
God, I only got 2 in that, and that has not been rolling good today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you, buddy.
You can spend
I know.
a point, your last destiny point, and give yourself a third dot.
Mm. Sure.
All right. So roll thievery with 3 dice.
Okay. Last one. I can still burn these should worse come to worse.
Should worse come to worse, yes.
They're all spent out. Whoa. Getting 3 down, guys. Look at this.
Did it pop up?
No, I'm fixing it right now to 3.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Got it.
There we go. Went up to 4. I was like, that's too many.
Too many. No, you're gonna get that.
Good luck.
I'm not that good.
Unfortunately, you were 1 off.
Oh!
That sucks. Yep. So you try and like slip out. You're like, and they just like stare at you, and then you're like, so does Plug have to get the sling or?
Down.
Okay, yeah. It's quite easy for you to lower yourself down, and then you're back to being like, it goes. See, Plug, I told you, diplomacy can win the day.
How close is he to me?
Like 10 feet. And then he kind of like looks at you and goes, now, young lord, what is your family name?
Don't know anything.
You don't say anything?
No.
He goes, Plug, loosen his mouth. And the bigger guy begins to walk. He is going to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
Or he will attempt to punch you in the mouth.
He's going to punch me in the mouth.
Listen, yes,
his rolls.
he is. It's true.
I saw his rolls before. He's gonna punch me in my pretty mouth. It's my fault. I said Henrik had a punchable face early on, and this is what I get.
This is what you get. Yep.
This is what I get.
Yep.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Does hit. Not as bad as
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be, but it still hurts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have your agility or
Oh, my agility? Oh, I'm tied up.
you're tied up. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have your right now, so that hits you quite hard. So yeah, he just boom socks you, not in the face though. He fucks you, and because this is basically not to knock you out, but would go well over your health. Actually, this would be about I think it's about 8 damage to you. Actually, it wouldn't go over your health. 8. And yeah, he basically socks you in the stomach, and you basically retch a little bit, like a little bit of bile comes out of your mouth. He goes, your house name, please.
Waiting for him to hit me again.
And he's just like, all right, yep. Plug is going to once again try and punch you.
Plug you.
Yeah, it's gonna plug you on. Yeah.
Ow. And knocked out at this point?
He basically punches you in the stomach again, and you just full vomit. And you are breathing very hard and a moment later you kind of come back to you've been trying to catch your breath essentially, like it just wouldn't work for a while. Your body kind of panics, but then you sort of like set right again. And Plug has like stood back a bit, staring at you. He goes, kid, my lord, don't make us hurt us more. Because Plug only punches someone twice. Then we gotta get the tools. And nobody wants that. What's your family name, kid?
Punch, pretend to be knocked out, could I?
Not really. You're just kind of like you can try and pretend to pass out if you
Could
want.
I try that?
Yeah,
I
you
would like
totally
to pretend
could.
to
Yeah,
pass
that is
out.
deception
I'd like to do that.
act.
Okay, deception. Yeah, I use bluff.
No, this is act.
Do not have that, but I will try deception.
All right, go for it. Let's see, and that goes with their.
Pretty exhausted anyway. I'm like one more
Awareness.
punch away from it, to be honest.
So unfortunately, you think Plug buys it, but unfortunately, you don't know the name of does not. And he goes, "Oh, come on, kid. Kid, wake up. Kid, if you don't wake up, I'm gonna stick a finger up."
Immediately wake up, damn it. Can't do it.
You go, there he is. Come on. This can be over so fucking quick. Just tell me your family name. And then we're gonna go contact them. And then we're gonna get money. And then you're gonna go home. And we ain't gonna punch you or anything anymore. This is the last time I'm asking nicely.
Oh, my sweet, stubborn boy, what are you gonna do? God.
You're muted, B.
I think she's okay with that.
Okay.
I think. Oh my god. I want to try to stall this as long as I can.
Yeah.
Oh god. I know.
Yeah, okay.
Could I. I'm panicking under pressure right now. Could I. And. Oh gosh. Could I say something that tries to convince this guy that, like, I will give him money that my family has? I don't want him to tell my family that this is going on. Like, it's kind of like a private.
That is going to be an incredibly. Because
I
they
know.
took your money.
Okay.
And they aren't letting
Okay.
you go, right? Like these guys don't. Though you want to believe these guys, they really don't seem like. I mean, maybe Plug, but
All right.
now
all right.
if you want to just distract them with pocket, that's a difference.
I'll try to another question. I'll be like, I'll ask them if money's all they want, or did they want anything else that family
Just
has.
money, kid.
Yep.
Just money.
Listen,
Just money. Don't care about other things like that. Just money. The richer your family is, the better we'll take care of you.
understandable. Spit out blood. Gross. I'll try to convince them this. I'm gonna try. Like, I'll tell you. Tell me to do anything else. I'll tell you who I am. But I questions though. If you're going to get money either way, I don't think it matters to you as long as I'm here. Can I ask you something?
It blinks. Sure, kid.
Ask them if. Because they said they've kidnapped other nobles, right?
Yeah.
And everything. That's their claim.
Mhm.
They've come across anyone that kind of fits the description of Iris. Or even someone like the Dennis. I'll bring up their name if I could. Just like, hey, they heard them. hair, like green eyes.
Do you say do you...
I'll mention the Danitz by name, sure. Not my
There you
house.
go. Yeah, they're like, but you're like, it's not my house. Danitz. He's like, Danitz? Are we heard of the fucking Danitz? Hey, have we heard of the Danitz? And you hear like a woman's giggle, and then a man go, yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I know the Danitz. A kid a Danitz? There's no way he's a Danit. He goes, no, he's just asking. What about, have we ever ransomed the Danitz? No. No, we ain't ransomed the Danitz. Blonde girl, though. I don't think we've ever had a blonde. Had a blonde boy. About 9.
Haven't seen anyone around this docks, or even I'm tired of King's Landing with like I describe Iris looks like.
How about you tell me your family? Chummy, we're spending a lot of time together.
Like really fast. Listen, you're not gonna get anything, but I'm only here with one other person, and I don't really care. House RK.
He stares at you. I need you to make a deception roll. And this would be bluff. This would be bluff.
Okay.
$13.
That's actually not as bad as it could have been.
He goes. He walks into the other room. And you hear, he said he's from House RK. And then you hear like a chair scraping, and then sudden, very heavy. And coming into the doorway incredibly quickly is you see a man, 6'3", hair kind of slicked back, like trimmed beard, like soldier tan, like tan from just being outside. He's wearing strapped leather armor, and he takes a knife and he just thrusts it down, and he hits basically right next to you, your head, like into the post. It bites deep too. And he grabs your face and he goes, "What the fuck did you just say?"
And I assume you're not deaf from House RK.
Alright, he's gonna make a test.
God.
It was good knowing you.
It was really nice knowing you guys. I had a lot of fun playing Henrik. Yeah.
My beautiful, beautiful, dumb, arrogant boy.
That
Okay.
is me. Oh God.
And he goes, House RK died and was excommunicated 20 years ago. And you're saying, what, you're the last scion of House RK? And he, like, moves your head up and down, like, yeah, no. And, like, he's like...
Do I see the empathy roll, but does he... Do I...
You feel like he believes what you're...
Just, like, kind of harden my eyes and do, like, a solemn kind of nod. Almost, yeah.
Okay. He goes...
Because he has my face.
And he just like flicks your face to the side and goes and like rubs his head. He goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck." And they're like, "What?" He goes, "His family doesn't have any fucking money. He probably had everything he owned on him. Fuck!" And he just like kicks the door, right? He goes, "Oh, so dump him in the bay? Yeah, dump him in the bay." And they take knives out.
Oh my god! They're so gonna kill me.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to, because you're not worth any money. So you have a moment to do something. You are still tied up.
Okay. God, this was going so well for a
Remember,
little
you
bit.
can burn 4 destiny points.
So
Not die.
If you want, Aaron,
Yes.
this is a moment we can talk a bit about. You can permanently burn.
You cut out.
To have something aid you in a situation. Generally,
Okay.
it's only in. I'll only generally accept it in like a life and death thing. This is very much a life and death situation.
I would agree.
No, this is just a walk in the park.
That's the point, yeah. It's fine. Okay, let me go over my situation. Okay, so I could burn a destiny point, try to find something that could aid me. I could, God, he already believed me. I could try to lie to him again, tell him the truth. Or say another house. Bailey shaking her head no.
You are in this so deep at this
I
point.
don't know what to do.
You have
Okay,
dug
or I
yourself
could just
so
die.
deep.
Or I could just die.
Or you could
God.
just.
That is
die.
also an option.
I could just die.
I could
Okay.
just do
is
that
an
thing.
option. But you've invested a lot into this character just to let him
I
die.
really have.
No, just let him die. Fight.
More than I thought. Oh god.
So burning a destiny point means that the maximum that you can have actually goes down, right?
Yes.
So instead
How
of
many-
being able to have, go ahead,
This is the
Aaron.
max. I could have actually.
So I think
think
the
it-
maximum you can have at one time is 7. That's the tracker, isn't it?
Okay.
Of
Different
destiny.
age ranges have
Mhm.
different set.
Yeah, it depends
No,
on the.
that's right. Yeah.
It depends on the age.
An adult, I think, was what I was, because I had 4.
You know,
spent all of
you're
them.
not an adult. You're a.
You're-
I believe you are a. I believe you are a young adult.
Yeah,
Well, I
we're
said
a young adult.
Young adults.
Yeah.
I said young adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know how many I could have max, and I didn't know that could be reduced permanently. Like I can't have more
So
than 7.
this isn't reduced permanently. This one, it's just for this burn. It would just be that's now gone forever until you gain.
Yeah,
I do not have.
It,
So then
it
I
won't
would not have a
regenerate
4th
next
destiny
session.
point.
Exactly.
I understand. Okay. This aid. How this is so cheating. How helpful would it be? It's not like a straight up okay,
in this situation, I know if you burn this destiny point,
okay.
and I have a good idea what will happen.
Would this destiny point guarantee I would live, or would it just give me a much better chance at living?
It would give you a very, very better chance. Nothing is guaranteed unless you would
Yes, I
die
understand.
and then burn a destiny point to be like, I don't die. So you can wait until this guy slits your throat and then do it.
I do want to, but I don't want to be crippled. Okay. I am stressing myself and
Remember,
everyone else out.
what you do now could also affect if you even fight in the tournament.
That is very true.
It's true.
Why'd I go here in the first place, guys?
I don't know why.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I've been
All right, I'm
asking
gonna need a
myself this
decision,
entire
Aaron.
time.
I'm gonna need a decision.
Okay. burn one.
All right, you burn it. Okay. I think a dagger just enters. His name was Weasel, by the way, but
Which one?
the guy you've been talking to the most.
The one with
Plug
long
and
greasy
Weasel
hair.
are the two seemingly goons, and then there's Gerd, who's the leader. Enters Weasel's throat. A dagger out of fucking nowhere. And the shock of the blood spray surprises you a little. And then you hear a door smashing, and since Gerd has sort of walked away, you can kind of see directly through the door, the other room. And you see a door kind of fly off its hinges, and you see a very large, in like scaled armor with a long sword, just walks up, and there's a woman. It's the woman who kind of called you Lamb. She stands up and screams, and he just drives a sword into her, and then just pulls it out, and turn. The other dude, Gerd, pulls the sword out. Weasel is now clutching his throat and looking around. He's not quite dead, but he's now panicked.
Is the dagger behind me that the guy threw next to me? Could I grab that and try to?
The dagger is still right there. Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot
It's
that.
into
I'm
the
dumb.
wall.
Could I grab? Could I use my arms, grab that
Yeah.
almost? Yeah,
Absolutely.
And try to.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay. Don't know what's going on, y'all. Initiative would be my agility, quickness.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I'm getting the hang of this eventually, y'all. That rolls have not been real subpar today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Bailey. Oh god.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I'm the same. I can't.
I'm so stressed.
My heart has not stopped beating. Entire time I can't. I mean, it's good because I would die, but on a high palpitation, it's been. Oh Lord. I'm finally quick, guys.
Gerd is a slow boy.
Damn, you still got me. It's a roll
right.
off.
Very slow
Does he
boy.
just get it?
No, you get it.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Grab.
Yeah. You have a higher agility and quickness. He just has 2. He literally
Just
rolled
rolled off.
max.
I see.
We just lost someone.
I don't know.
We just lost Jesse. Nope, he's back.
So, Henrik, you have pulled the dagger of the wall. What would you like to do with it?
Put myself free.
All right,
Please.
you begin to use the dagger to cut yourself free. I'm just going to need a test from you.
What test? Athletics?
Athletics.
Okay. Dokie.
All right, you'll be out pretty freaking soon. But you begin to cut. Weasel is grabbing his throat. Since it is now his turn, he has to make a endurance resilience test. He just vomits blood and foam, and you see blood starts weeping out of his eyes. He goes,
Oh my god.
and just hits the ground and then falls over. He's essentially out of the fight. He is, as his muscles begin to lock up.
Oh, thank
Oh my
God.
dagger. Oh my god.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up is Plug. Plug has a dagger.
I thought you said Plug has a dad. I'm like, what?
Yep,
I mean, everyone.
He's got a
everyone
dad.
does.
He's like,
Everyone
like
does
his
have
dad's
a dad.
here or
He's
something.
got a
I'm
dad
like,
somewhere. Everyone's got a dad somewhere.
Plug
Oh, yeah,
did
that's
have a
probably-
dad, but he was never around enough, and that's why we're in this situation.
And that's why we're in this
that's
situation.
very true.
I'd say so. All right, yeah. Plug runs over and slams the dagger into the large guy who. In. It seems to catch in his armor, and the man just sort of shoves him off. All right. I had to move into that, so that's all him. All right. Oh, yeah, they already went. So, Lears. Do. Yep. Yeah.
Jesus. Lars, let's go,
This
man.
racist man.
They have minus
I was
2,
right. You
so
are cool.
that's 4, so that's 13. Yeah. You see the man who just burst in just drives his blade fully into Plug's stomach and kicks it off of him. Plug falls down dead pretty immediately. The big guy, he seems super calm. Not like scary dead calm, but just like, all right. And just like he just cut some wood, essentially.
Like he's done this before?
Yeah, like he's done this before a lot, perhaps. Then Gaird's gonna go. Gaird just drops his the knife, the kind of sword he just pulled. All right, mate. All right, it's fine. We're good here. All right.
At this point,
Well, this is Gaird's turn.
I understand.
Yeah, he goes like, all right, man, we're free. We're good. We're all good here, mate. Like we're cool, right? It's fine. I'll go. They're like, I'll go. And Lars is just kind of staring at him. Henrik, with your roll from previous, yeah, you cut yourself free. You deal enough damage to the rope, essentially. You cut yourself free, and you've got the dagger.
My action, or can I do something else?
You've done it. Like it's your turn now.
Oh, I would like to stab Gerd throat if I could.
Okay. Please make a fighting test. This is unfortunately not a long blade. This is a short blade. So you don't get your bonus die.
Do a bonus dice. Yeah, I'm just very pissed at this guy.
I understand.
Athletics got it, or fighting.
Fighting. It is fighting.
Thank you. The
My
same.
good
But
man.
thank you. You.
10. You hit him.
Okay.
So the dagger, it would deal 3 damage for you. Dagger, yeah, because this is athletics -1. So yeah, so it deals 3 damage. So you come up behind him and you kind of try to stab the dagger into him, but catches in his armor. It's kind of like hard leather, like armor. Unfortunately, while you hit him, you don't quite get enough to get a lethal blow. You kind of bite into him a little bit, but the armor's too thick and your thrust was too weak. And he kind of like, he wasn't necessarily expecting. No, he wasn't coming. No, it's fine. Yeah. So unfortunately, you don't get the blow off. You get.
It's okay.
So that's your turn. She's setting up. So yeah, Lars is gonna go. And he goes, yeah, sure, mate. All good. And then he stabs him. through the throat. Just thing, and he kind of looks over at you, and he kind of like looks you up and down.
So take the dagger out if I have it, and just like almost shaking, holding it. Like,
And he just kind of goes, kind of just gesturing to the door.
okay, go off with them.
Yeah, and he just goes down and the newly dead guide and pulls out and goes. By the way, you do notice your you notice your boots, your sword, and your like shirt on the table.
Can I grab those?
Yeah, you can totally grab those.
I'll grab those. My money's not there, is it?
You want to look for your money?
Do like a quick glance around the room. If I don't see it immediately, I'll head off.
You
I'll
don't
do
see
a
it
quick.
immediately.
Okay, I'll keep going, but I don't need that.
All right, you run out, Naimora. You were gonna get there next round. You suddenly heard a commotion. As you had been following away, and actually you've been a couple rounds, but you suddenly see coming around a corner. You see Henrik, shirtless and shoeless, and all of his possessions in his arms. He does not look great. Henrik, you see Naimora, Jean, and is it Micah? Yeah, Micah.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to avoid them, but okay.
Yeah, you see them pretty immediately.
Henrik! I'm just gonna.
Yeah, Jean and Micah immediately start running over.
Yeah, run over there and just like, what happened? Who was chasing you? Who hurt you? Where are they? I'm going to go kill them.
I'm fine. They're dead. Grab me. I'm fine. Is
Look
Lars?
at the dagger.
Yeah, I've got this tiny baby dagger.
He's got this weird dagger in his hand. Yeah.
The guy who was gestured is he still there?
You don't know. You ran out. You'd have to go back.
Oh, I thought I was following him. Like he gestured like.
No, he gestured for you to leave, and then he.
Oh, and then
Yeah, he's not like from his stature. He did not make it seem like he's here to rescue you. It seems like to you, maybe this dude wanted to kill these guys and doesn't care about you.
It was just like, hey, get the fuck out of here, and I was like, cool, I'm gone.
Yeah, he's like looking you up and down, maybe considering to stab you, and he's like, you can go.
Okay. Can I turn to see if I see him around? Like I know like Naimora's like right in front of me.
You don't see him around. You kind of ran an alley and kind of down away, but you don't see him.
Just checking. I'm checking Henrik over to make sure that he's not like potentially.
He's got some bruises on his.
Yeah.
And his wrists look fucked. They're bleeding.
I would ask you what happened, but right now I think it's more important that
we should get out of here now, says John.
Just breathing heavily, like almost.
Yeah, John takes his cloak off and covers you. Yeah, he just covers you with his cloak. You go into Naimora.
Yeah. All right, come on, let's get your shoes on. You're gonna tear up your feet like that if you keep walking on these cobblestones barefoot.
Yeah, you get your shoes on.
Come on.
You also feel in your shirt. You do feel a lump.
What?
You feel a lump in the shirt you're holding, like your doublet and stuff.
Okay.
There's something
I have
extra in there.
I have the cloak on, so I'll just keep that on, and I'll just hold my shirt in my hands.
Sure. All right.
Come on, let's go.
Back to the inn. No, please. The tent to take me there. I don't. Listen.
Do you know how irresponsible that was? Do you have any idea?
Jean immediately goes, Naimora, not your brother. Come on, we have to go.
Come on, we have to go back to your family.
Micah, after Jean says that, like looking at John like, when the fuck did you grow balls?
Damn, more. I would like to ask if obviously they're gonna do. I don't have any stance to make demands. If they would take me to the tent in the green and then go get my family. I want them to grab my family, obviously, but I don't want us to like, hey, here's our son that like show up in front of like a lot of extra people that we're staying with at the inn.
The green would have at the nobles' tents, so you would actually probably be more seen there than at the tavern.
Well, I didn't. Sorry, the way you were describing it made it sound like okay, no one's at the green right now. Not that I would necessarily know
one
that.
relevant to Mariella.
Okay.
Alright.
God. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll
All right.
grudgingly go family to the end.
You whisk Henrik away.
I am seething.
I would imagine.
Me? Probably.
Yeah. Whisk Henrik away, and we see him rush off, and it is at this point we will end our game. Thank you so much for coming. This is definitely something I was hoping wouldn't happen, but it did.
Mm-hmm.
There's something in the cards, but not necessarily.
Yes.
expected.
But we so far have ended the days. Henrik is safe. Merely bruised, sacrificing a bit of his own destiny to do it.
Look at that. I'm alive.
Yeah. I had a lot of things running at once while you were in there, man.
So sorry.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sitting through the tension with us.
Yes.
Hopefully next week things will be brighter and happier and more exciting.
And filled with milk of the poppy.
And let's hope. We can only hope. We can only hope that Henrik isn't horribly traumatized.
Less exciting. Let's make it less
Too late
exciting
for
next
that.
week.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. We are Dice Dropping. See you guys next time.
Goodbye from House Weirlight.
Bye. Bye, House Weirlight.